What if your body was a gift and contribution to your life and not something that you've been stuck with? What if your body could change quickly and easily? Right Body for You will inspire you and show you a different way of creating the body and the life you truly desire. Now here's your host, Donnielle.
And welcome to Right Body for You. I am Donnielle, your host, your body tour guide, and your giggle conductor, captain, leader, creator, enzyme to create. I don't know. Giggle conductor, yes. All right. Hi, welcome. Today we actually have an interesting topic. As you know, if you tuned into the first 10 seconds, the show is called Right Body for You. And so many people look for the right body, that it only can be one thing, and not only just the physicalness of it, but it can only be one way internally. It can only feel one way. You have to feel no pain. You have to feel completely comfortable every minute. You can't have an ache. You can't have any discomforts. You have to only have it one way, whether you feel it or whether it looks one way. What if that isn't true? What if the right body is the body you already have? Which I know, I get to facilitate Right Body for You workshops all over the place, and I will say something along the lines like, well, what if the right body for you is the body you already have? And it's interesting being very psychically aware at those times, because those people who don't actually roll their eyes at me, I can actually hear swearing in their head going, shut up! If I wanted the body I had right now, I would be here. Give me something else. Okay? What if it's just shifting those judgments and shifting those points of view and allowing your body to be the contribution that it is? If you tune into next week's show is about, oh golly, I can't remember the name of the show, but I know I talked all about the contribution that, your body's not the problem, you are. And so check out that show. It talks a lot about the contribution that your body can be to you. In today's show topic, talk about swearing, receiving swearing, whether psychically or interesting comments. Today's show is called The Gift of Pain. And it was really interesting because, we have a Right Body for You Facebook post page on Facebook. Yes, thank you. It's a good thing I don't talk for a living, right? So, Right Body for You, we have a Right Body for You radio show page on Facebook. There we go. Sometimes there's so many words to get out. Just kidding. All right. And so when we posted this, The Gift of Pain, as today's subject, you could almost hear heads all over the world go, doink. And then those who are in pain kind of go, shut up, bitch. This isn't a gift. It's the curse of my life. And, some people are just like, I think you're full of crap, and I'm going to tune in to prove how full of crap you are, because my pain is not a gift. Okay? And so it was interesting to actually start to perceive how just the title of the show has really brought up all of this energy. And so here we go. All right. So the full description of the show is, so often the only thing we look at with pain is getting rid of it. Okay? It's like, I have a pain, I must get rid of it because it's a wrongness. Okay? So what is trying to get rid of it is what keeps us from knowing what is really going on. Okay? So let's actually take a look at what pain is. All right? Yes, I could go into some of the technical medical jargon of technical medical jargon that apparently I've already forgotten. I think I left my brain somewhere else today, so bear with me. I could go into nerves and how they fire and how If they become severed, it creates pain or pinched, or how the pain actually travels to your head and then it tells the rest of your body. And, I could get into all of that, and that is an element of it. But what I want to talk today about the pain is even that whole medical thing. What pain is actually communication from your body, okay? And really, we're going to spend the whole hour on this, but that is the basis of the gift that the pain is that it is the communication from your body, okay? And communication, I spend a lot of time on communication with the body, about communicating with your body and receiving communication from your body, okay? And, a lot of people go, my body doesn't communicate to me at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I talk to it, it doesn't talk back. What if communication is different than we're expecting it to look like? My favorite question whenever somebody says, my body doesn't communicate with me, I never know what it says. I'm like, oh, really? Do you know when you need to pee? And they just kind of look at me and go, yes. Well, then, your body is communicating with you, okay? Because look at that. On a base level, even things like hunger, which I know there's different levels of that, hunger or needing to pee, or, oh, look, if I walk on that rock, it's sharp and it hurts, and so don't do that. All of this is communication from your body. I know when I first got this element of communication with the body, people always go to a right proper conversation of verbs and adverbs and nouns and pronouns and periods and commas and semicolons and and all that kind of fun stuff. Proper sentence structure. And what if it's not really that? Because your body communicates on the energetic level. And so even when I say that, people are like, oh, so it has to be this esoteric, out there, airy-fairy, just kind of energetic, woohoo, in the air communication. And it's like, well, it can be that, but it also is something as simple as that stove is hot. Oh, look, when I put my finger on it, it burns. Hot. Communication from your body, okay? Oh my gosh, I need to pee. Communication from your body. Somebody in the chat room was like, so practical. Exactly. So everywhere we're making communication with the body to be some esoteric, out there, airy-fairy, significant, have to sit under a triangle on top of a crystal thing, that you have to be metaphysical and you have to be fringe dweller or outside of life. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, fuck, all night, shorts, boys, and beyond. Sorry, somebody in the chat room. Stop being so practical. Makes so much sense that is annoying. Sorry. It's funny. If you guys have never joined us in the chat room, I do highly suggest it. We tend to have a lot of fun. People facilitate each other in there. People come up with great questions, comments, and we just really have a good time. And it's usually what sets me off giggling. Besides the voices in my head, they kind of make me giggle too. And everything that brought up, destroy and create it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, boys, and beyond. And what I'm doing, if you don't know, is the access consciousness verbal processing, which works on the energetic level. Like communication with your body is on the energetic level. So that's an example of the verbal processing of access consciousness, which Right Body for You is a part of. So we use the tools of access consciousness. Go to theclearingstatement.com. And you can read all about it, watch a fun little video with Dr. Shane here, the co-creator. And but you don't have to know what it means for it to work. I love that. Talk about a gift, that's a gift. All right, so pain. Pain is communication with the body. Whether it's people are we're joking about how I never have any fun on the show, even with a serious topic like gift of pain. Hello, we're talking pain. It's a serious subject. Have you ever, the quickest way to piss somebody off, if you're ever in the mood for it, just, heads up. If you're ever in the mood to piss you off, and really who isn't once in a while in the mood to piss somebody off, somebody comes to you and goes, oh my gosh, I have this pain. My head hurts. My arm hurts. Look, I'm bleeding, or whatever it is. Giggle or have no point of view about it. Quickest way to piss somebody off, because people make pain so significant. It is one thing that, you can't argue with. Oh, I can't go. I have a headache. Oh, okay. I mean, literally, it's like a stopgap. Boof. Say you have some pain and nobody argues with you. Okay? This is the significance we've made of pain. But what really is pain? Pain is actually the body's last ditch attempt to communicate with you. Okay? So communication with the body kind of goes like this. Okay? It starts with, hey, you know what? Look at this over here is going on. Whether it's inside your body or whether it's an awareness of something else going on around you. Okay? So your body is really just subtle and goes, hey, you want to pay attention to this? Look it. And we, in the cute people that we are, tend to go, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, nothing's going on, everything is fine, woo-hoo. And then the body goes, okay. Because, the body will continue to try to communicate with us no matter how much we don't pay attention to it. It will continue to try the communication. So we ignore it. It's a little pss, pss, hey, hey, hey. And so then what does the body do? Turns up the volume. All right. The body goes, all right, I'll speak a little bit louder. Just, a little bit louder. So you can, be aware of this. Hello. Are you seeing this over here? Look, attention over here. Hello. Do I need to get the neon flashing things like when planes land? Hello, over here, pay attention. And we as people go, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, because who doesn't do la-di-da-di-da all day long, right? So we don't pay attention. We stick our energetic ears and our energetic fingers in our energetic ears, and we don't receive this information. Or we receive it and pretend to ignore it. And so what the body does is it turns it up, until it actually becomes pain. Because just like nobody outside of us can argue with pain, what happens when our body starts hurting? Even if it's something as simple as a stubbed toe or, a slash in the arm or whatever it is, or the heart hurting, when our body starts to hurt, what do? We stop, we pay attention, and we go, what is going on? Sometimes we ask a question. We'll get to that after the break. But as soon as we have that pain, as soon as the body has talked loud enough, and this is the equivalent to your body is screaming at you. It's like you are standing at one end of the football field and your body is standing at the end of the football field, and it's trying to scream at you. It has to scream that loud at that high of a volume for you to be able to hear. And that's what pain is actually going on. Okay, this is what pain is. This is what pain is telling you, is that something is going on. And here's the thing, it wasn't the first time your body was telling you this. Okay? Oftentimes, every time, it started as a subtle thing that was going on. Okay? A little whisper, a liminal, which is, like subliminal, liminal, just a merest change in the energy of what is going on for the body itself for you, the infinite being, or the world around you. Okay? The communication actually starts there, which is one of the reasons I so enjoy the Right Body for You workshops, is because one of the targets is to get you to that place of instantaneous and ease of communication with your body, so that when the briefest shift in the energy happens, the subtle energy, you pay attention, so it doesn't actually have to get to the place of pain. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you and your body be to the space and ease of communication you truly be? Anything that doesn't allow that, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, online shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay? Right Body for You, that is one of the biggest targets, is to get you to the place where your body doesn't have to be screaming at you in the form of pain for you to pay attention. Whether it's something about you, the infinite being, your body, or the world around you. What would the world be like if you were that vulnerable that you could actually receive it at the beginning instead of receiving it at the pain? Okay? Woo! We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about this, about what pain really is, and why it's like, even when we have the perception of like, I am done with this pain, but it's not changing. Why the hell is it not changing? We're going to get to that when we come back from the break, okay? This is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body, and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're far greater than you've ever given yourself credit for? What if it's time to know the gift and the contribution you are to the world, and to like yourself a lot more? Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. Asking questions opens doors to infinite possibilities. And it's not about finding the answer, it's about being the question. Always. What I'm inviting you to step into is something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Newton, Da Vinci, Gandhi, Picasso, and Aristotle all knew to be true. What if no question is too big or too small? What if anything is possible for you? What if together we could create a kinder, gentler, happier world? Is now the time? Go to beingyouclass.com and sign up for a free video series, My Gift to You. beingyouclass.com. What if you, truly being you, are the gift and change this world requires? beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle at accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
Hi! Welcome back to Right Body for You. This is Donnielle. I am your host, your body tour guide, and oddly enough today, full of the giggle conductor during the serious subject of the gift of pain. Okay, in the first segment, we talked a lot about what pain is. That it is that communication from the body that something is going on in your body for you, the infinite being, or the world around you. And how that it is, the pain is the last attempt of the body to communicate to you. Okay? And what's interesting is I even know sometimes when people are work through the pain, ignore the pain. And pain is something you need to be aware of, but not make it significant, okay? I knew this woman who, she was a nurse, interestingly enough, and she started getting into ice skating, and which, all well good, have fun, and something in her back started hurting. The way she was moving her body, or a move she was executing, every time she skated, she had this pain in her back that was actually stopping her from being able to perform the moves that she desired, right? So what she decided to do, there's a couple of ways to go with this, and what she chose to do is she went into a doctor and had the nerve that was bothering her severed. She literally had it cut so that the nerve wasn't transmitting the information about the pain that was going on. Okay? And this floored me. I'm still quite often surprised at this, because even before I started Access and I knew now what I cognitively know now, I did a health talk radio show with my mother for 27 years, right? So for 27 years, I've heard people talk about pain in bodies and things to shift it and change it and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it never included the awareness of the body, so it never quite talked about communication from the body and that it could be telling you other things. But I did at least have the awareness that if you have pain, something is going on. And so for her to just go, oh, never mind, I'm going to sever that nerve, it literally floored me, which is an interesting expression if you think about it, floored me. Anyways, sorry, squirrel moment. It floored me because I went, well, wait a minute. How you're moving, something is going on. You didn't have this until you started skating. So something is going on. So you need to train a different way, move your body a different way, stretch before. It's like, what had to change for that nerve not to be crushed or in trauma that way? But she just went on and had the nerve severed and then continued skating. And so, not surprisingly, she doesn't skate anymore because, she can't, because it wasn't the only thing going on. It was one of the ways the body was communicating that, hey, we might need to do things a little bit differently here. And it wasn't saying, oh, you can never skate again. It was going, hey, you know what, let's change this a little bit. But what was happening is because she ignored that and severed the nerve, things got worse. I mean, she's not like she can't, it's not like she can't walk or she's a marathon runner and still like that. But the turning and twisting that she was doing with the skating, she's not really capable of doing anymore because the nerve was just one thing, okay? So what indicators from your body are you choosing to ignore, hoping they'll go away, yet waiting for them to get worse? Wow. Everything that is times a godzillion, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Whew. Right, wrong, good, bad, political, light, shorts, boys, and beyond. I don't even know if I can repeat that one. What indicators from your body are you choosing to ignore, hoping it'll go away, but waiting for it to get worse? Everything that is, which we will destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, political, light, shorts, boys, and beyond. Holy crap-tastic. All right. So, what indicators from your body are you choosing to ignore, hoping they'll go away, but waiting for them to get worse? Everything that is times a gazillion, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And the amazing body communicator herself, Cara, is like, that is what women do in labor all the time. Exactly. We're not saying you can't take something to have ease with your body or anything like that, but it's like, don't ignore what's going on. Okay, so yes, be aware of the pain, but don't make it significant. Okay, because here's what happens. Before the break, I said, we're going to talk this segment about. All right, I said I want to get rid of it, but it's not going away. Why the freak isn't it going away? What can you do? What? I just want the pain gone. Okay, cool. So look at the energy behind that. I just want the pain gone. It's like it's all about the pain. Everything is all consuming. Okay, you've made it very significant. And what's the thing that happens when we make something significant? We're not really willing to let go of it, okay? So, and when you do things like, oh, my head hurts, or even I have this disease, or whatever it is, when you claim it, you start to create it as an attachment to yourself, okay? And the things that you are attached to, you won't let it go of, and so it doesn't change. So how much of the pain, sufferings, and diseases in your body are you so attached to that you won't let go of it, because then you don't know who you'll be? Everything that is destroying uncreated times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay? One more time. Because I know when I do the workshop, when I start talking to the segment, a lot of people really attempt to leave their body. It's like, I'm going to leave my body here. You keep talking. I'm going to be gone, which doesn't actually always work. So let me say this again. When you get so attached, when you make the pain or disease or discomfort or even something like extra weight that we're holding on to, okay? Any kind of discomfort in your body. You sit there and you go, I want to get rid of this. Okay, and if you've heard of any of my shows where I talk about the word want, the energy behind it means to lack. So when you say I want to get rid of it, you're actually saying I lack for getting rid of it. Okay. All right. So when you say things like, I want to get rid of this, oh my gosh, and you wake up in the morning, your first thought is about pain and what's going on. And all day long, you're checking in. Oh, my head still hurts. Oh, the pain's still there. Oh, I still have that cancer. Or, oh, this is still going on. Oh, see, I'm still fat. As you're checking in throughout the day of these things, you're actually creating it stronger as you're checking in. Every time you go to see if it's still there, oh, is it still there? Yep, I knew it. Okay, you knew it because you're holding on to it. So what pain, suffering, and disease are you holding on to that you live in? What pain, suffering, disease are you holding on to so desperately that puts you into the polaric universe of, I want to get rid of this, I want to get rid of this, what? Golly, a lot of energy on this. I want to get rid of this, the polarity of I want to get rid of this, but I won't let it go. Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Woo! What pain, suffering, disease are you holding on to so desperately that puts you in the polaric universe of, I want to get rid of this, but I won't let it go? Oh, Christine got it. Thank you. Everything that is, everything that doesn't allow you to have clarity and ease around that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, apocalypse, nine shorts, boys, and beyond. Okay, cool. we need to take a quick little break. When we come back, we're going to talk about, questions and fun things to actually create that clarity and ease around it, some tools, so that when you guys have these pains, instead of going, I'm such a pile of poo because I'm keeping this pain, I want to get rid of it, but it's not, and what do I do, and what? So when we come back, we're going to talk about questions to actually change this, right? What else is possible? All right, this is Donnielle. This is Right Body for You. We're on A2Zen.fm, and we'll be right back.
What if your body could be an ease and not a burden? What would life be like if you could enjoy your body? What if changing your body was easier than we've been taught? And what if it's not about the latest fad? Join Donnielle each week on Right Body for You as she explores what bodies are and the ease of change that's possible. Each week you will receive inspirational stories of those who've used the Right Body for You energetic tools to change their body and the tools that they used, tools that you can begin to use immediately. Listen for Right Body for You every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A2Zen.fm.
What if you really do change molecules by your interaction with them? What if the change you've been looking for is right before your eyes? What if the uncomfortableness that comes with difference could be fun? What if the closed-minded people of the world no longer determined our world? What if gratitude trumps judgment every time? What if your kindness healed the world? What if the earth is asking for your help? And what if you had the resources to give it? This is your invitation to step into something that Einstein, Marie Curie, Picasso, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, Aristotle all knew to be true. Hi, my name is Dane here. 13 years ago, I started to truly ask questions. Actually, I started to be the question, and everything changed for me. What if there are no dumb questions, or any question too large? What if you being you are the gift and the change this world requires? Is now the time? For more questions to create a change in your world, sign up for a free video series at beingyouclass.com. My gift to you, beingyouclass.com.
This is Right Body for You with Donnielle. To participate in the program today, please call in the U.S. 815-880-8255 or Canada 613-800-8763 or UK 4433-0001-0625. You can Skype us at A2Zen.fm. Or if you'd like to email a question, please send it to Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com. Now, back to the program.
And welcome back to Right Body for You. This is Donnielle. I am your host of Right Body for You. And you know what? I actually have so much fun with Right Body for You, guys. Right Body for You is a program that Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, started over 10 years ago. It's been part of Access for a long time. And I have the actual honor of being the coordinator of it and the figurehead of it, or the face of it, or the whatever you want to call it, and I get to be the wrangler. And part of the fun and joy of that is facilitating the 2.5-day Right Body for You workshops. The show we're doing today is just a taste of it. In the workshops, as we're talking about this pain, because we spend basically a whole afternoon on pain, we actually get into people's questions, and a lot shifts and changes because each person brings in their unique whatever is going on for them. And I say unique, but it's amazing how it resonates with other people as well, because we've been and done everything at some point in time. And so it is fun to see people choose to let this stuff go, because it is a choice. It is a choice. I know, and that's the place where people start to get pissed off. It's like, I can choose to be happy, I can choose to be sad, I can't choose to be out of pain. What are you talking about? What if you can? Okay, and that is one of the targets of Right Body for You, is to first take away the wrongness of the pain, to actually see the gift of the pain, which is why we're doing this show, and then from there, actually allow it to change and dissipate. Because pain shouldn't be a constant in your body. It is a communication from the body. It is something that tells you, hey, this is going on. Okay, let's get rid of it. Okay, good. And then the pain goes. Bodies don't have to be in a constant state of pain. So what would it actually take to shift and change that? Okay. And a lot of that does actually start on shows like this and in the Right Body for You workshop. And if you guys do want to join us, the last Right Body for You workshop is in Houston next week. Sorry, not the last one forever. I'm sorry. I feel a few people go, what? The last one for 2015, Right Body for You, is not going away anytime soon, if ever. I don't actually perceive it dropping off anytime soon. But it is next week, the last one for 2015. And if you'd like to join us in Houston, that would be a lot of fun. If you can't make it, you can live stream it. So please go to DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com, DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com. You can sign up for the class in person or sign up for the live stream. And, pain is just one of the things we go into in depth in, and so we have a lot of fun with that. Okay. So, pain, right? Pain, the gift of pain. And what's really cool is the people who are listening to this, who are joining us now in the chat room, thank you very much for joining and contributing. And the people who are listening to this in the future and contributing those energies, thank you very much. We can already perceive the difference in the shift of this. It's like when this show first started or first got posted, it felt like a brick wall. The gift of pain. What? No. And now it's like the gift of pain. All right. So what if, I can perceive people being more willing to go, all right, what if the pain isn't wrong? What if it isn't about just getting rid of the pain? Because we function from that. We have pain. What's the first thing we would go to? How do we stop it? How do we end it? How do we get rid of it? Okay. One of the questions then you want to ask is, what is actually going on here? Okay. You can say, what is going on? This wasn't one of the questions. This wasn't one of the questions I planned, surprisingly, but more comes up because that stuff does. So, what is going on here? And another one, what am I not willing to be aware of? Excuse the typing while I'm doing this. So what is going on here? What am I not, thank you, Christine, what am I not willing to be aware of? Okay, and then what I'm asking you to do with this is, and yes, we can get to who does it belong to in a minute. What is going on here? Okay, and then pause for a second. And when you're first starting out with this and using these tools, please actually do take that moment and pause. Okay, give yourself that space to actually receive the awareness of what's going on. I can't tell you how many times people will ask a question like, what's going on here? See, nothing. I don't get any communication. See, and now my head hurts worse. To which the body goes, they're asking a question and I got shut down. Damn it. All right, I will talk louder. Oh, my head hurts worse. What? All right, so give yourself that moment. And then you're using the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, which I highly suggest. What you can also add to it is like, okay, what is going on here? Anything that doesn't give me clarity and ease with this, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, walk on ice, shores, boys, and beyond, okay? Because with these questions, when you ask questions like this, you are actually asking for the clarity and ease. This is something that the co-creator, Dr. Dane here, he kind of said in an offhand manner in my first Access class 8 years ago. And he's like, everything doesn't allow you to have clarity and ease with this, destroy and uncreate it. And it is something, you guys, you'll love it. I actually wrote it on a piece of paper and stuck it in my wallet. I still have it. 8 years later, a few wallet later, it's something I've always transferred is whatever doesn't allow me to have clarity and ease with this, destroy and uncreate it. Because sometimes, you guys, you have to give yourself a break. Oftentimes when we ask these questions, it's like, what's going on here? And then sometimes energetically we go, but I don't want to know because it's going to be scary. And so we're actually like in that brace position of incoming, and then we actually start cutting off or receiving. and our awareness. So when you ask whatever doesn't allow me to have clarity and ease. Ease with the information. It's not just ease in your body, but it's also ease with what is going on, ease with whatever is going on with the information that you're receiving. Sorry, that was me wandering off and having other things coming in also. So he called me the body ventriloquist. That's pretty funny. Thanks, I love that. So clarity and ease isn't only about your body, but it's also clarity and ease with the information you're receiving, and that so you won't have the judgment of the information you're receiving, so that you can actually perceive what to do next. Okay, so what is going on here? And pot and pock everything that comes up. Okay, pot and pock everything that comes up. And then you can ask again. Okay, and I'll get into that in a minute. What am I not willing to be aware of? Okay, same thing, pot and pock, whatever comes up. And, you know, this one with what am I not willing to be aware of, I would really do the whatever doesn't allow me clarity and ease with this, because it's like you're already asking, what am I not willing to be aware of? Okay, whatever doesn't allow me to have clarity and ease was not willing to be aware of that. Okay, cool. Sorry, not great. Because that's sometimes like we're going to start judging ourselves, not necessarily clarity and ease. So, and then here are some other questions. I'm going to run through the 4 really quickly, and then we're going to talk about them a little bit. So, what do I love about this? What is it stirring up for me? What is this facilitating for me? And what is the value of it? Okay. Actually, I'm gonna change these a little bit. All right. 10-second increments. Here we go. Here's the 4 questions, or 6. What is going on here? What am I not willing to be aware of? What do I love about this? What is this stirring up? What is this facilitating? And what is the value of creating this? Okay. If you notice, what I did is I took out the me. Okay. I took out the me part of this instead of what is this stirring up for me? Because when we function from the kingdom of me instead of the kingdom of we actually limit what is available. And what if the pain in your body actually has nothing to do with you? And so when you ask a question of what is this stirring up for me, and it's not about you, it's one of the ways we get the misunderstanding, miscommunication. Okay? So this is why I took it out of me universe into we universe. Okay? So what is going on here? What am I not willing to be aware of? What do I love about this? What is it stirring up? What is this facilitating? And what is the value of creating this? Okay? Everything in our bodies is a creation. Okay? Right, wrong, good, bad. It's a creation. Okay? And so why do I have all these different questions as ways of getting out of this pain? Okay, because if your body is actually communicating with you, which it is, and pain is that last-ditch attempt to give that communication to you, which it is, then, and it's like, okay, but we're holding on to it, cool. Why? Okay, and these are the questions that help you be able to shift and change that so you can actually get out of pain. Okay, so anything, this one, like, what do I love about this? Or what do I value about, what is the value of creating this, okay? Use whichever one resonates with you, okay? Here's the thing, you guys. Yes, you can go through these 6 questions, or you can see which one pops out at you. And what I mean by pops out is that it comes up a different way. Sometimes it's the only one you can, like, see on the page. It's like, I know there's, like, 20 sentences, but I can only read this. What is this facilitating? Okay, cool. That's the one for you to start running with. Okay, and when you do these over and over again, do the question, podpoc, everything comes up. Ask the question, podpoc, everything comes up. Ask the question, podpoc, everything comes up. And for me, it's kind of like following a trail. It's like the radio show I did, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it was last week. I don't know, I'm sorry, time blends. And somebody came in and asked the question about, it was a pain in her body that she had. And I asked her a question like, what's the value of creating this, or what do you love about this? And what's interesting is it actually she followed the trails like, okay, well this, like what's the value of creating this? And she said something about like, I get to hide from choice. And I'm like, okay, cool, everything that is destroying and create it. And it doesn't always make sense, you guys, okay? And then the next question is like, okay, so what's the value of not having any choice? And so we followed the trail, and it actually got to the place where she, the pain in her body was actually correlating with the desire to not have money, because if she had money, she'd have too much choice. And her body, the pain in her body was a result of that, okay? So all the definitions of what pain is, and then it's got to be something about the physicality of our body. Would you be willing to destroy and uncreate that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, night shorts, boys, and beyond, okay? So when we do these questions, you want to follow the trail and see where it leads. Ask it again and again and again and again, okay? And we can, I know we only have a few minutes, so we can, and when you ask things like, what's the value of it, it's the same thing as like making it significant that we were talking about earlier. Anything you have value on, you won't let it go. It doesn't make sense that you would value your pain or disease or discomfort in your body. But if you're vulnerable with yourself and you look in no judgment of yourself or other people, if you're facilitating them, how many people are actually really attached and define themselves by the pain, disease, or discomfort in their bodies? Quite a few. And so if you're defining yourself by that, you won't actually allow it to leave, dissipate, or stop, pain, stop, what a concept, because then you don't know who you'll be, okay? Yes, folks, even with weight things, like, I have a weight problem. Cool. If you define yourself by having a weight problem, then you're not going to let that go either, because then you don't know who you be. So how many definitions of self do you have? How many definitions of self do you currently have that you're comfortable with, that you won't allow anything to change, because then you don't know who you'll be or how you'll be or what you'll be? Everything that is, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, night shorts, boys, and beyond, okay? So that is the fun thing about these questions, like, what do I love about this? What is this facilitating for me? And that's a fun question, too. It's like, what is this facilitating? Oh, you know what? When I have a headache like this, I don't have to go to the family party. I know a gentleman who he has a big family, and he's always like, we never get together, we never do anything, and I just miss you guys so much. And yet every time they do a family gathering, he gets sick. Oh, I can't come, I'm sick. Okay? He doesn't want to come. What's it facilitating? He doesn't want to come. He wants to talk about wanting to come, but he doesn't actually want to go to the family functions. So what is the sickness facilitating for him? An excuse to not have to go to the family functions. Okay? And what's fun about this is, because we're potent people, that when we do have that point of view, like, I have to have a reason and justification for not going to this. Oh, sickness, that's one. Okay, yes, I'm sick, so I don't have to go. Well, then how many of us actually create that because we're so potent so we don't have to go? Okay? I don't know about you, but did any of you, when you were kids, go, I'm not going to school today because I'm sick, and then by lunchtime you actually were sick? This is what I'm talking about. When we come to these awarenesses, what we do is put ourselves back into choice. So A, the body doesn't have to scream at us in the form of pain, or B, we realize we have the awareness with no judgment of what we're actually creating and desiring, so we don't have to create the reasons and excuses in our bodies like the illness. Okay? So, when you run these processes, run them. What do I love about this? Be vulnerable with yourself. For a moment, what comes up? Pot and POC, all that. Cool. Then, what do I love about this? Be vulnerable with that. Pot and pocket. What do I love about this? Vulnerable with it. Pot and pocket. Let it, same. What is the value of creating this? What is this facilitating? What is this stirring up? Just like the first segment, Oh my gosh, that whole conversation, there was a lot stirred up there, right? Cool, Pod Pocket, keep going. Okay. And so what you want to do is you want to keep going. People are like, well, how long do I do it? I'm like, do it until you feel the energy shift to another question, or until you kind of go, I don't want to do this anymore. Cool. Then you and your body are done for that time. Move on to a different question or come back to it later. Okay? We'll post these questions in the Right Body for You Facebook group page called Right Body for You Radio Show. And please do consider joining us next week for the Right Body for You 2.5-day workshop. It is so much fun, you guys. You know, look at the seriousness of the gift of pain topic. We had a fun show. And so, you know, what is possible if you start actually not making these things significant, but actually start, enjoying your body and allowing it to contribute. And the Right Body for You workshops, you guys, I would say that even if I didn't facilitate them, they invite you to that. They invite you to so much more. We start off the workshop with communication with your body. Who does it belong to, which we didn't even get into in this show, and that's a huge one. And then we actually do some activities to help you through creating that communication with your body. And then we do conscious eating, and we pot and pock some of that, and we do some activities for that. We do some body processes, bodies in pain, like we've been talking about, bodies in earth, bodies in money, words and languaging, sex, intimacy, whatever comes up. Okay, you guys? And you're going to walk away with a manual. This is the new part, which is pretty exciting. There's actually a manual now for the 2.5-day workshop, and it's awesome. I love it. So please do consider it. If you can't join us in Houston, do it. And audios, yes. The class is recorded. It is included in the price of the class. And so you walk away with those, or they get emailed to you so that you can listen to it again and again and again. Okay? So if you can't join us live, please do join us, or live in person, like your body there. Please join us live stream, because it's actually an interactive thing. You can ask questions, you can see us, and if you want, we can actually see you with this new technology we're using. It's pretty cool. And so then you also get the video of that as well as the audio. I mean, really, how does it get better than that? And I've been told I've been part Italian, because I talk a lot with my hands and facial expressions and all that kind of stuff. When I first went to Italy, they adopted me. They're like, you must be Italian. You talk with your hands a lot. I'm like, yeah. And it's actually one of the way my body moves energy. Not like Gary and Dane that move their hands like that, but just like, your expression, we're up in the air, you talk Italian. What if that's a way of moving energy also? And we get into a lot of that also, like how your body is assisting you with that movement of energy during class. It's really interesting. I have a great time. So please do check it out, DonnielleCarter.accessconsciousness.com. And if you do have any suggestions of radio show topics, please feel free to email me, Donnielle@accessconsciousness.com, DONNIELLE @accessconsciousness.com. And please let me know what you and your body would like us to talk about, because I love doing these shows. I have a great time. And thank you to everybody in the chat room who provided questions and comments. I loved it. Thank you for shifting the energy, because you know what? It really does. And thank you to those who are listening in the future, because it's your choices that are actually allowing all of this to change for everybody. So thank you. All right, you guys. So you know what? Make it a great week. Make it a happy week. Make it a fun week. Enjoy your body, even if it's in pain, because you know what? Your body is enjoying you. All right? So please join us next week, because I'll be here. Hope to see you too, and hope to hug you in Houston. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Right Body for You. Donnielle will return next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Mountain, and 11 a.m. Pacific on A to Zen.fm. We hope you and your body will join us.